right. All right. All right. All right. I'm going to see who's here. I'm waiting. See who's here. I will wait and wait for a little bit before I get started. Hey, come on in. Y'all see it. You see it. You see it. Come on in. Let's get started. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hey, hey, welcome back to my channel. Y'all saw the thumbnail. You see what we're talking about. So let's get this conversation started. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey. Hello, Felicia. Good to see you. I'm going to wait a good 30 more seconds and we're going to jump right into it. And everyone else is just going to have to get in where they fit in because, yeah, today is the day where I actually have, you like my hair? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I actually did it maybe about 3 hours ago. It took me a good hour and a half to do it. Yeah, it's my travel hair. I don't want to deal with hair. I don't want to deal with any of that while I'm traveling and stuff. So I like to keep it simple. And I didn't want to take my nails off because I can't braid with nails on. So I didn't want to take my nails off. So I was like, okay, let's do the next best thing. So yeah, it's so glad to see you. Thanks for always supporting me. Thanks for coming back, rocking with me. I love it. I really appreciate it. Lorraine, hey. Oh, come through, beautiful. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, it's a little cute, little travel look. So I don't have to worry about doing my hair while I'm gone. So that's a plus. Lorraine, hey Lorraine, how you doing? Like I said, today's going to be a condensed live. I may try to come back this evening, but I think we're just going to be out too late to do that. But we have some kid family, support your kid type stuff. Hey, April, how you doing, girl? Good to see you again, y'all. I love the fact that you guys come, you guys support, and y'all see. I'm going to get my little stuff out, and then hopefully we'll have a little bit of time for you guys to talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. I did get the subjects that that we spoke about on yesterday, but I didn't want to cover it today because I didn't want to cut the conversation short. So I just made up a playlist of what we're going to talk about today, and then we'll jump on anything else if we have enough time. But I'm stopping at 5 o'clock my time, which is an hour from now. So we just got an hour tonight. I think I'm going to get home too late to jump back on and, whatever. I'll see y'all tomorrow or the next day. Doesn't matter. Y'all know how we do, but we're going to talk about it. So anyway, welcome back to my channel. Good. Hope you are too. I am very good. God is so good. I really, really try not to complain, and I'm not really a complainer. Life is just too good and just too precious for me to complain. It really is. Plus nobody listens. So what's the point? Hey, Gilda, good to see you. You finally made it on a live. You made it. So yeah, I'm going to jump right in because y'all, like I said before, I only have an hour. Got to do some family stuff. So going to do that. And I think I'm going to get on to, it'll be about 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time when I get back, if that. So I'm not even going to promise I'll be back on. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And yeah, so anyway, welcome back to my channel. You see from the title, you see what we're going to talk about. Basically, I'm going to go through these subjects, and then you guys can jump in on, of course, y'all already know I'm not talking at y'all, so make sure you jump in. But the other part, catch me up. I have not watched anybody's lives or anything today, so we can jump on y'all favorite subject after this. But I was looking online and a few things jumped out today. A couple of things went down. And so I was like, yeah, let's talk about it. So the first thing is, so did y'all see Sha'Carri? This is Sha'Carri Richardson. I know you guys have seen that she has now qualified for the Olympics, and she did amazing. If you have not saw that video of her, make sure you go find her video where she was in the clinical trials, and then she qualified for the Olympics. But see, that's not what we're talking about. Congratulations to her. She's doing great. There's this meme that's going around between, it's her, that swimmer girl that did well, and then Simone Biles. But the problem that I have is there's a couple of people that are complaining and talking about the fact that she's masculine. She's not feminine enough. Then someone else wanted to point out about she's sassy and all this other stuff. Why can't people just let people win without nitpicking Black athletes, like female athletes? I mean, we did it to Serena. And when I say we, hey, Henrietta, I see you. Hey, they did it to Serena. You know, she's too masculine, this, that, and the other. And so it's like, I want to hear from y'all. Have y'all heard those rumors? Of course, you know, to be gay, that's what they were saying. You know, she's gay, this, that, and the other. Why can't she just have won and qualified for the Olympics without people starting to pick her apart? They did the same thing to Simone Biles. Her hair wasn't done. I mean, this woman just qualified for the Olympics, did the Olympics, and now they want to talking about Simone, her hair. But now I'm seeing the same pattern with Richardson. When you watch the video when she qualified, the announcer, who sounds white, he was talking about the hair. Look at her nails. Look at her this. Oh, but the speed. Why couldn't he just talk about the speed without breaking her down about the other things or spinning it positively? So I just wanted to talk about that, bring that to the table, see what y'all, if y'all have seen any memes. I know down my timeline, that's what they've been talking about. And I'm like, you know what? We got to do better. You know, saying, of course, she's an athlete and she runs. So she's not going to have an old soft, fluffy body. Like, no, that girl, like, get off of her. So what y'all think? What y'all think? All right. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was Miss Britney Spears. So reports have come out. April, you said that's right. Exactly. So reports have come out that Britney Spears never really liked the conservatorship, and Britney will have her day in court. Now, I'm not a major Britney fan, but I've kind of not followed in depth this story, but I do know about the story, and I do like a few of her songs. They're really good to dance and or work out to. And the thing about it is that intrigued me is I didn't understand how someone who seemingly looks so healthy and is living and is kind of living past what they wanted to make her out to be, how she still has this conservatorship, and a conservatorship that she was fighting against. And the thing about it is, what I found out is, it's not that she was fighting like full control of her money. She just didn't want her dad over it. Why wouldn't we, you know, why is this still a thing? Like the whole shave head thing, what that had to be at least 20, 30 years ago, at least. Well, she's not that old. So let's say maybe 20 years ago. So she's getting her day in court, and she's going to talk about all of it, a lot of things that she didn't get her voice on. And I think I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. And I wanted to bring it to you guys. That's something else I wanted to talk about. You know, I couldn't imagine being in her place. Like some people that know her say, yeah, she does need some guardianship or whatever. But can you imagine having someone over your finances, over your life, and everything that you don't like? That's crazy. Felicia says, folks need to realize that every thought doesn't need to be spoken. I believe in old saying, if you don't have nothing to say, don't say nothing at all. I agree. You know, the girl is muscular. You can't ignore that. Serena Williams is muscular. You can't ignore that. Certain things Serena wears, yes, it looks a little hard, but they are hardcore athletes. Like those girls probably got about 0.0% body fat, you know? So the standards that we're placing on these women for fashion and, you know, for them and how they move is like, come on, like, no, we can't do that. Henrietta says, good evening. April says, that's right. Hi, Melissa. Hey, Diamond. What's up? Felicia says, I think it was very necessary for her or else she would be broke. Exactly. And I think she realizes that it's necessary for her. But I think it's interesting that if you watch some documentaries, so I watched a few Free Britney documentaries, and there was another one, Dateline or something like that, very recently. Don't quote me if it's Dateline. But anyway, no one argued that she didn't need the conservatorship. The question was really about her dad's integrity and his intentions towards her. So I guess it's kind of a difficult thing for you to be the parent and you to be awarded over that, and then for people to question your integrity. So that's a tough spot to be in. But she's going to flamboyant. She's going to have her day tomorrow. She's gonna have her day, and that's gonna be interesting. It's all a buzz on Twitter and everything else. I'm curious to see how cognizant she is. Um, how well spoken she's gonna be. Is she gonna be flighty? Like, it's gonna be very interesting how well she'll hold up in court. So we'll see. We'll see on that. I was just excited because we've heard from the dad. We've heard from all these people. I want to hear from her. I want to hear her side at this point. Yes, for her own good. I kind of agree with you. You know, a lot of people are saying absolutely she needed that protection. And I think from what I saw, she felt like she needed the protection. It's just questioning dad. So I don't know. FloJo was this, you know what? Here's the thing. Let's just be honest. We are a flamboyant people, generally speaking. I'm very much speaking stereotypically and generally speaking. But when you look at our main athletes, you look at your Mayweathers, you look at your Tysons, you look at your Ali's, you look at our movie stars, you look very few mega hardcore successful people in the sense of what is it called? Trendsetters are low key. Michael Jackson, Beyonce, flamboyant, and so we are very flamboyant people. And so it's almost like, okay, y'all know we have that type of sauce going on. And I don't even think we're the only people that have stereotypically speaking, like I said, generally speaking, you look at Italians, like there's certain people that are known to be just as flamboyant. It's just like you said, time and place. But then also you could talk about her hair, you could talk about her nails, you could talk about all that stuff, but none of that got in the way of her qualifying for the Olympics. So let's talk about that speed. And, and I think, and the other part about that is why do people want to place a standard for her body? She's working out. Clearly she's successful in what she's doing. So yeah, she's going to have muscles. She's going to have way more muscles than I'm going to have. So yeah. And I believe she wants to model after her. Okay, I can see that. I can definitely see that. You know what, Joyce? You bring up a very good point. You know what? And I did think of FloJo when I saw her, because FloJo was very before her time. People weren't rocking, that length of nails back in those days. But she was very flamboyant. For me, I always think, wow, they're allowed to run with all that stuff on, with the jewelry, the nails and everything. So that's what I always think when I think that. So anyway, chime in. Y'all already know how we do. If you are new here, this is what we do. Make sure you hit the like button on this video, subscribe. I start the conversation and these guys just chime in and we talk about it. This is a safe space to talk freely about what you want to talk about. We don't have to agree. Everybody turns in thoughts and stuff. So stick around, hang around, hit the subscribe button and chime in. Let me know what you think. Well, nobody else was willing to put down boundaries for her. She was out of control. I think he had her best interest at heart. Even her ex has custody of her kids. Exactly, Felicia. So again, it's going to be very interesting to see what she says, because from what I've seen her say, she doesn't question, her need for it. But I want to know where this breakdown, what happened between their relationship. And I think everyone had their best interest. Like if you're old enough to remember the breakdown of Britney Spears, she was not okay. Like clearly she was not okay. Absolutely. So let's keep the conversation going for sure. But let's go on to the next thing. Nephew Chris Brown is accused of striking a woman at his Los Angeles home. She said that he struck her so hard that he knocked her wig off. So here's the thing. I'm not laughing at the situation. So this obviously is alleged. I don't know if he did it, if he didn't do it or whatever. Two things strike me with guys like this. Let's go with team he didn't do it. Team he didn't do it. The thing is, he really, why do these, it feels like, okay, I'm going to go with team he didn't do it right now. If he didn't do it, why on earth do our young men that continue to either do these crimes and or continue to be accused of these crimes, why don't they find somebody to settle down with? They keep having these birds around them, and then they accuse them of stuff. They try to steal stuff from them and everything. Yes, Gilda, I'm with you. Gilda's with all the eyes. It's like, come on. You know, it's just, I have different rappers and musicians in my head, and I just feel like trouble follows them. Like, change change it, change your atmosphere. Yes, change who you have around you, protect yourself. And like I said, I'm gonna go with team I don't know, but do you think a lot of them open themselves up? Because it kind of seems as if from our standpoint that they're still moving in the same companies, that keeping the same companies, still moving in the same way with the, you know, as if they're not these high profile professionals, like you said. Let's see what, there we go. People are jealous if talented people, all they could do is talk about looks, which is irrelevant. They have no words for her amazing skills. Exactly, Felicia. It was so funny that you said that, because I had someone comment yesterday, and she talked about, you know, the video, and she was saying why Treese is the way she is. And then she went on to say how Coco is going to end up and how he's going to be. And then she told me, hey, Pamela. Then Pamela said, hey, y'all, she just jumping in. We'll do an overview, Pamela. We're just about finished, but we'll go back. So, so then she goes on and she says, oh, and by the way, blend in your hair or something like that. And I was like, that's all you have? Well, thank you, because you couldn't say that I'm, you know, I even though I don't care what people say, I honestly don't care what people say, but I just found it interesting. Just like anything else, when someone can't pinpoint or critique your talent, the first thing they go is looks. Short, fat, this, hair, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, you know, that's what they do. So yeah, you agree. Hello, Pamela. Why is this in the press? Did the girl press charges or was this a date go wrong and she wants money? It's in the press because the police were called to the house and all that stuff. And this is not the first time since Rihanna's situation with Rihanna that the police has been called allegedly to his house. So it's that's why I'm saying, like, Chris, come on now. I need you to settle down. I need you to run with people who you know. It's got to be hard out here for them. It's got to be, because, you know, yes, there's money involved. There's clout involved. There's, you know, notoriety and all of that. And I just wish that he be careful, you know, if he did it, you know, like I said, this is all alleged, but if he did it, my hope is that whatever it is that's causing him to lash out violently, allegedly, he gets help for that. So I don't remember if after Rihanna, if he said he got help. I think he did. So, you know, how on earth do you move when you're a person of his stature in Hollywood? How do you move? And when I say move, I mean date. How do you just can't be reckless, even though that's the lifestyle that they promote. It always come back to bite him in the butt. So, oh, I got what you meant. April's cracking up. They do. The common denominator is Chris. He needs help. I remember the pictures of Rihanna. And that's the thing. Like I'm saying, you know, I have to say, you know, because I wasn't there. I don't know if he did it. I don't know if he didn't do it. I don't know. But allegedly, team, he didn't do it. Then, sir, you got to start moving differently. Like, you cannot move and have these women around you and all this other stuff and don't think that your past won't be used against you for several reasons. If he did do it, like you said, the common denominator is Chris, allegedly. So either where it goes, there needs to be some changes. You know, there has to be some changes as far as I'm concerned. Didn't he go through this with Rihanna? Yes, he went through this Rihanna, and I don't think anything came out with him and Karrueche, but It's just something to be said about men in Hollywood. Not necessarily him. I'm talking generally speaking. But we hear about men in Hollywood, men in the music industry, men in acting industry. There's a power there. And unfortunately, that power transgresses into their relationships and stuff. And it's like, no, absolutely not. So with that power, they seem to think that they can move and operate the way they want to and whatever. And again, I'm not necessarily talking about this situation. I'm just trying to figure out, okay, like cover yourself, cover your back is what I'm saying. It's crazy. Rosalind, hey, good to see you. Good to see you back. All right. It's time for Chris to grow up. What type of example is he setting for his daughter? But I hope he didn't do it. Exactly, Diamond. That and that's okay. So that's another point. You know, it feels like there's a fraction of Hollywood that you see grow up. They become about their family. They become about their bag. They become about, oh, Gilda, yes. You know, that is alleged. I have to say alleged, but I follow him on IG. And yeah, let's just say, yeah, I mean, these people use openly. So yeah, absolutely, allegedly. He looks terrible to me. For the past couple of years, he's looked terrible. And I like him. But he just looks very emaciated. So we don't know. Gilda says, allegedly, he is on drugs. So that's what I was responding to. Again, we don't know. And that's why we're saying allegedly. But like I said, I do follow him on Instagram. And I do see his Instagram lives and stuff like that. You know, the bottom line is I like Diamond's comment. It's time for Chris to grow up, period. Grow up, whether he did it, whether he didn't. This kind of stuff should not be coming out for, it shouldn't even be the appearance that this is what you did. So that means it's time to grow up. He sounds like he needs a chaperone or some help. You know what? Half of them need chaperones. You know, I didn't put the thumbnail in here, but what about the young NFL, is he a draft? He's a rookie, NFL rookie. Got caught in DC, I want to say, with a Uzi in his car. So now he's arrested and now his career is probably over. So here you are, 22, 23. Like what? Here's the conversation. When are these people going to realize the streets are not loyal? Forget these hoes ain't loyal. These streets are not loyal. There's nothing good going to come from you running the streets and doing the things that you're doing. Nothing. And I don't understand. And it's like they have a double mind. It's like, I want to live a certain way and I want to have a certain lifestyle and I want to have certain longevity, but yet I want to be all about the streets. I want to be hood and all this other stuff. So it's just really weird to me. Yes, it does sound like he needs a chaperone. And you know what? He'd be offended if you say, oh, I don't need, I'm grown, this, and that, and the other, but y'all not acting like it. You know, he appears to need a chaperone, and Nick needs a chaperone to just carry around. Like, no, Nick, like, let her just be a friend, Nick. Meet her and then don't sleep with her and have a baby. How about that? You know, it's just crazy. The other thing, and then you guys can chime in with whatever you want to talk about. I'll recap and then we'll re-talk about it. What was this one? So Mr. Trick Daddy had time today. Trick Daddy says Beyonce can't sing. Jay-Z isn't the best rapper alive. And since he made this comment, he doubled down on it. Like, the whole internet is a buzz. What is Trick Daddy talking about? What is he talking about? So so Trick Daddy felt like he wanted to uproar the Beehive, and the Beehive is really upset. They are making memes to dispel what he's talking about. They're playing Beyonce's music. They're playing his music. They he even said, from what I understand, he said something about her not being a writer and all this other stuff. So the Hive is coming for Trick. So here we go. Let's open the conversation. I'll tell you what I think about her and her singing, as well as Jay-Z once you guys finish talking. So again, let's go back to the chat. Ain't nothing in the streets but gremlins. I'm telling you, ain't nothing in the street but gremlins, and gremlins lead to death. Like, there's nothing there. And you would think that you know, they see this happen to this friend or that happened to that friend or the person that went before them, and they'll get clean. But there's something that's so tantalizing that draws them in, and where it used to be a small fraction of people in the streets, but then you had the good guys over here. To me, it seems like, you know, the good guys are over here, and there's just such a fight to keep people off the streets, even the good guys. So yeah. And the other part about that is street code isn't even the same. You know, they're bringing street mess to kids, children's parties, family functions, and stuff like that. So that's that part too. There's just no honor in the streets these days. Not that there ever was, but you know what I'm saying. They have too many yes men. They have nobody in their lives that loves them. Felicia, we talked about this before with another situation. Exactly. Too many yes men around them. No one to yank their tails to say, hey, this is not a good look. But then you'll get mad when the advertisers pull and say, you know what, we really don't want that representing our company. We don't want you representing our product. So you can't have it both ways. But part of me feels like that's what sells in Hollywood. That's what sells. So I don't know. The Beehive went and wrote bad reviews on this restaurant. Oh my gosh, Tierra, y'all listen. I love Beyonce. Saw her in concert. She's an amazing performer. I'm not gonna say that she can't sing, but there are people that can run circles around Beyonce, and I'm a fan. Okay, I had floor seats. You know, the whole thing. We spent money to see Miss Thing. So I'm telling you, as someone who, I'm not a hater of her at all, but I am a realistic person. There are people that can run circles around her, but she is an amazing, I put her up there with Michael Jackson with performance. If you've ever seen her live, you know exactly what I'm saying. If you haven't seen her live, you know exactly what I'm saying. B is right there with Michael Jackson performance-wise. But I could think of so many other people that can run circles around her vocally. But that doesn't mean I'm going to go to the extreme, as Trick did, and say that she can't sing. I'm not going to say that, because she killed Love on Top. Okay? Don't play with me and Love on Top. It's okay, Shannon. It's gonna be a brief one today. We have some family stuff to do, no biggie. If I'm done a little bit earlier, I'll come back on and we'll get into the TT. Y'all catch me up with what's going on, because I haven't watched anybody's lives or anything. But right now we're just pretty much talking about the subjects, and that's in the thumbnail that I picked out. That's what we're talking about right now. And then we're gonna head out. Gilda said, alrighty now. So Gilda, you're a fan. You like tread lightly, Melissa. Is that what you're saying? I'm not saying she can't sing. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that I agree with Trick, but what I'm saying is Jasmine Sullivan, Jennifer Hudson, there are some people that can run circles around Beyonce. Absolutely. But can nobody touch her performance-wise? No one. Hello, Miss Melissa. Hey, Andrea, it's good to see you again, girl. We just talking about it all. I just got finished. We're on Beyonce now, and then we'll do a recap, and then we'll chat later. But yeah, chime in. He's entitled to his opinion, but like I said before, not every thought needs to be spoken. I think he was being his usual troll self, and we know that. There's some people that are trolls, master trolls, and I think that's a good comment. Like, he is going to troll. Boosie is going to troll. So the thing about it is that just because he has his opinion doesn't mean, number one, it is so. And then number two, it doesn't mean that everybody should just go and leave false reviews on his restaurant and stuff like that. Like, people are so childish nowadays when it comes to stuff like that. I don't know what we did. We dealt with it. If someone says something about your favorite singer back in the day or whatever, you dealt with it. Like, I know the internet wasn't really, we didn't have the internet growing up, but even in my 30s, the internet was kind of a popping thing. I didn't think, oh, so-and-so don't like so-and-so, so let me go on Yahoo Messenger. Come on now. I didn't go on MySpace and be like, this is a bad person. Like, come on. Y'all, it's cancel culture, like, for real. He's a good rapper and she's a good performer, but her singing is okay. Exactly, Diamond. When I say a person can sing, I'm talking about Keke Wyatt, Fantasia. Thank you. Beyonce, certain songs of Beyonce gives me chills because of the emotions behind it or whatever. Jennifer just makes me just shake my head and just, throw something at her. Fantasia, Kiki Wyatt. There's more. I know there's more. But the best singer, and the hive kind of, the hives. Like I buzz around the beehive because I'm not really, I don't fangirl for anybody like that. But like I said, I like beat, and there's certain songs it plays, I'm right there with it. It's in certain things. Family karaoke time, I'm singing that one. Love on Top. Oh, what are you kidding me? Get the broom. Go get the broom, and let's go. Do. Okay, don't play. But a master singer, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all can leave the comments and say whatever you want to say. I don't care. At me, whatever. Write this down. Me and my son had this debate. Eminem is the best rapper ever. Okay, not ever. Eminem is the best rapper that's alive. I'll say that. Give me a better one. Let me give a disclaimer. You start naming weird people, I don't know them because I don't really listen to rap music. But I think Eminem can run circles around a lot of these kids. Period. That's just on me. I don't know. Call me the weird one. Okay. Alrighty now. Sorry I'm late. Yes, indeed. Beyonce is excellent entertainer. Vocally, it's other artists that are better, but I love B too. Yeah, Monica, I love B, but she is not. Please. Against Jennifer Hudson? Come on. Against Patti LaBelle? Please. I'm sorry, Hive. I'm sorry. And like I said, I'm a fan. But there's so many people. I ain't gonna tell you. And okay, let me piss y'all off more. I don't think Michelle in the group, I don't think Destiny Child's Michelle could sing. And Kelly's okay. Kelly's just pretty. But I don't think of any of her songs that are bop bops. Just email me later. Wait, yes, Shannon. Trick came for Beyonce and said she can't sing, and Jay-Z is not the best rapper or whatever. And not to the extreme to say she can't sing, because she could sing circles around me, but she is not Hollywood's best. Absolutely not. But performing, she's right up there with Michael Jackson, the second greatest. Absolutely. I don't know why she don't have a place in Vegas yet. Probably because she don't want to live in Vegas. But listen, and probably because the tickets will be an arm and a leg because her concerts are enough. So yeah, I've never really compared true talent. Art can't be compared. It's a form of expression and interpretation. As an artist, a literal artist, I like to paint and stuff like that. I will agree to disagree only because it depends on what the assignment is. If the assignment is be an individual, then yes, absolutely. But sometimes when we say, okay, against Hollywood, sing this song, do this, whatever. If I want to hear Beyonce, for an example, if I take Beyonce's what's it called, national anthem, and Jennifer Hudson's national anthem, I'm going with Jennifer Hudson. If I go with Beyonce's performance of something else and Jennifer Hudson's, I'm going to go with Beyonce's performance. So I understand what you're saying as an artist, because if I do a portrait of myself, I don't want anybody to compare how someone else does their portrait. However, there's something for me to be able to glean from that other artist, how they may do their shading, how they did their nose, how they did that, or whatever. There's something I can glean, but I can still hold on to my individualism. So yeah, and a lot of times in art, even though the expression comes out differently, the assignment is the same. So I hear you though, Felicia. I hear what you're saying, but as an artist, I see it a little bit different. As a creator, yes, I like her, but remember when she allegedly did her backup singers wrong? That must have been years ago. What? Tell me about it. Type it. What did she do? I don't remember. No lie, I'm a Beehive member. I love Beyonce. When I met her, I was like a little kid screaming. She actually spoke to me and everything. Monica, listen, I was at that concert like this. Like, it was the best. That woman can perform like no, and the connection with the audience, like no other. I would find it hard to believe that when she goes back down, gets to her trailer that she absolutely hates what she does. Absolutely not. She leaves nothing on that stage. And I'm telling you, the creativity and stuff like that. So I agree 100%. But I got to be honest. Vocally, she's not the best in Hollywood. Absolutely not. Kiki White is definitely the GOAT in the game. I love Fantasia too. I do. Absolutely. I could think of so many. He can rap now. Okay. Listen. My son's 15, and I know Alan. Y'all met Alan. But I told the 15-year-old, I said, listen, I don't even listen to rap like that. But name me somebody better than Eminem. I said, this mumbling that y'all doing, and it all sounds the same, and all this other stuff. No. Someone said, Gilda says, I love Eminem. Me too. I like Eminem. He's an entire fool with nasty, sick. Like, Monica, that's the best way to put it. He's an entire fool. And the thing about it is, these lyrics and the flow that these kids have nowadays, you know, they think that's fool with it. But I can't, I don't know who to compare him to. And I'm just sorry. And when I pose that to people in different arenas, they can't give me nobody else. They can't tell me nobody. Oh, me, you can't. Come on, Migos. Come on. No. And the thing about it is, when Eminem comes out with something, who was that tried to come for Eminem last year or a couple of months ago? He shut him down in one song. It was crazy. She is a true entertainer. I get what you're saying, but I'm a Beehive member since Destiny's Child. I get it. But she, you know, Ave Maria, you may get it. I feel like I think Lemonade was her best project. Personally. Because okay, the way I define best project, if I can listen to your song, your album from the beginning to the end, and I won't skip a song. Lemonade was the only one that I would do that with. She has some hits and other ones, do not get me wrong. But Lemonade is by far my absolute favorite. Listen, okay. Kiki does it effortless. Oh, like she's laying down, sleep, like just, okay. All right. And that's the thing about talent. That's the thing about gifts. You know, that's why I can't hate on anybody that does what they do. You know, if they're good at it, I'm gonna tell you they're good at it. I don't care who it is. You know, our friend, if she had comedic timing and genius, I'd say it. Like, I'm not a hater, but I'm also gonna tell the truth. B have to accept the fact that everyone is not going to praise her. That is a good point too, Diamond. And apparently the Beehive needs to understand that too. Everyone's not going to kiss her ring. Everyone's not going to think that she's the greatest. And there's some people that just don't get into her and don't get into her music. I like her music. I like her. I wasn't quite convinced when she went solo because we were so used to Destiny's Child. But of course, B held her own. She held her own. I wanted more from not Michelle, but for Kelly. But Kelly to me Kelly be right there on the edge. And you're like, jump, Kelly, jump. Put it out there. And personally, that's just me personally. I like her. I follow her on IG. I love her and everything. But I just feel like she's never developed. And, you know, maybe I'm comparing her to B, you know, and I'm not trying to. But she just never really popped out the way I thought she would. Because I felt like she would be the next in line to shine against Beyonce, if that makes sense. Lord Trick need to be concerned about why he looking like he's melting these days by the face. Lord, let me hush. Monica melting, okay? You know, what's the Patriot Pop, the red, white, and blue pop, just melting. Monica, me and you can't be together. We can't sit by each other in lunch at all. If Esther Roll, Trick. I can't stand y'all. And then you say Esther Roll, and then my mind went to a brownie, the top of a brownie crust. You know, the little flaky brownie part. If Esther Roll, Trick don't hush, he wishes he was on that level. And I love Trick, but he shouldn't have said that. Absolutely. You know, we grew up on tricks. So, but yeah, no. Every now and then they have to say something to be relevant. They were fired without notice. Kelly was crushed. Okay. You know, if B wasn't so private, and I feel like there's so many NDAs flying around her that's why we don't hear much about her. I know just by her work ethic and the little bit that she does show us in her documentaries and if you go to her concerts and stuff like that, I kind of can believe that you know, she could be a little harsh. I know she can. I believe so. She's not. And I didn't really get that from Michael Jackson. I didn't get that from people that worked with Michael Jackson. It was always, he was the greatest, he was the sweetest, He's gonna work you, but he's the greatest, he's the sweetest. I don't necessarily, I'm not gonna say she's like Devil Wears Prada, but I can see her being attitudinal. And since she's gotten older, maybe a little bit more mature. But very much so. Because have you ever watched the videos, a compilation, it's on YouTube somewhere, but Beyonce being rude and stuff like that, and it says moments Beyonce was rude or whatever. Nah, she ain't nah. She can sing, but she's no Mariah Carey. She's no Mariah Carey. Again, stage presence. You know, we got to give it to her. Hats off. She's the GOAT when it comes down to that. Like, absolutely. But yeah, I agree. Nobody better than Tupac. Okay, Patricia. Okay. My favorite song by Beyonce is Flaws and All. I like Flaws and All. I like Partition. I like all of Lemonade. All of the entire Lemonade. Formation. See y'all in my ride. I'm going to be listening to all of it. Trick Daddy has lupus. He's ill. Okay, then we take it all back. Kelly is huge in Europe. Good point, Shannon. And that's another thing that we Americans tend to forget, that these people are international artists. And sometimes they just break out in Africa or Europe or Asia somewhere, and we just don't receive them here, you know? So yeah. And I just think for whatever reason, Kelly just never took off in America. Like, she has her fan base, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like she had the potential, singing and everything, to be just as, you know, just as much of a megastar. I'm an artist as well. I'm an artist as well. That's how I appreciate different forms of expression, because the artist is influenced by their own life experiences. So I can't compare. They're in their own lane. I agree to. Oh, absolutely, Felicia. Absolutely. Like I said, I see it both ways. It depends on what the assignment is. Generally speaking, if we're just talking about singing and vocals, I'm gonna compare it. And it's not fair. I'm not. Wait a minute, hold on. Ooh, there we go. And it may not be fair to compare the both. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't want to be compared in certain assignments, certain arenas, depending on what I'm doing. You know, like I said, I do art, I draw, I paint, and all this other stuff. So it's like, okay, would I want to be compared if I'm in my lane, minding my business, creating how I want to create? It's the same thing with YouTube. Don't compare me to so-and-so. But people are going to do that. People are going to say, you know what, Melissa does this. So-and-so does that. I like the way Melissa does this, that, and the other. So I think it's just a natural thing that we do, you know, whether it's healthy or not, you know. Yes, I love Kelly. It's almost like she's allowing something to hold her back. I think so too, Diamond. And maybe it was over COVID and quarantine and everything. She was starting to come out a little bit. And I think she talked about being in Beyonce's shadow and having that pressure. And even as an artist, you know, Felicia probably can say it, but even we all create in our own way. You know what I'm saying? But chime in. It's hard to create when you know you have that pressure that it's going to be compared to someone else. So I can definitely see that. Someone else that's seen to be better than you. So I can see because it takes Kelly forever and 3.5 hours to create something and finally drop it. No, Monica, we're not sitting together in lunch. Mr. Nose is so mean, in my opinion. I saw him several times on Sweetie Pies. You think so, Gilda? I follow him on Instagram. He's just weird to me. And so that may be the meanness coming off or not trying to come off. He's just weird to me. I feel like, and this is alleged, this is just my opinion, this is what the mood that I get from him. I feel like when I look at him, it seems as if though none of them fool with him. And when he tags them or takes pictures of them and all of that, that's just stuff that he done screenshot off their page or whatever. It's just really weird. I know they love him. That's their dad and all this other stuff, but he's just weird to me. God forgive us, not a brownie. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. B put on a good show, but I don't care too much for her music. Her concert was awesome. Good point, Patricia. Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Diana, welcome. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like this video. If you are in the bushes and you're really afraid to hit the subscribe button, don't be afraid. No one knows that you subscribe here. I'm just kidding. It's a safe place here. Welcome. Hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to chime in. That's the best part of this channel. I love the fact that everyone chimes in, except Monica. Monica and Shannon, y'all a mess. I can't next to y'all sitting. Right. We can't. Okay, we can't sit next to them to church. At church, none of us getting jury duty next to them, or the case is gonna be like dismissed or something. What else can we sit next? What else? Definitely no funeral or nothing like that. Geez, get pulled over with them in a car? Forget about it. If B not a part of a performance or not getting an award, she's not going to the award show. Black Diamond, that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting because it's true. She don't fool with it unless she's the one in the limelight. And I feel like you have to be able to support just as much as you are able to lead the bandwagon. So that's really, really interesting. And it's true. If she's not getting anything or highlighted, she's generally speaking, she's not showing up. Felicia, I'm the worst. Just sit two pew. See, here's the thing. Then if I sit in the back, then I'm so distracted. I'm looking at hairstyles. I'm trying to figure out why they got the baby standing up, looking back at me. I want to know. I'm starting to think about what's for dinner, all this other stuff. So I can't sit too far back at church. I just can't, because my mind just begins to go everywhere. Well, no shade. If he's ill, I'll understand. Yet he don't talk about it other folk. Exactly, Monica. Period. Everybody has an audience except Miss You Know Who. She losing her audience. I don't know what's going on over there. I was getting notifications, and they was just. She even titled it "Let's talk about us." I was like, "Oh, you using my little title? I see my little title going around. It's okay. You're gonna talk about it with Melissa, but y'all know where it came from." Imitation is the best form of flattery. I don't get offended by any of it. Hey, Sonia, how you doing? Good to see you again. Hopefully this video finds you well. I hate to bring this up, but Kelly is beautiful and she can hold a note. However, I believe here in the States, she did not blow because she was beautifully melanated. Listen to her song, Dirty Laundry. Listen, I tried to bring this up, Shannon, but y'all was busy wanting to talk about that. I wanted to talk about colorism because I believe that it's still happening. It's still very much, people are still very much affected by it. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Just different situations where the highly melanated is often ignored and or not promoted. Because to me, as far as I'm concerned, Beyonce is okay, but I think Kelly is absolutely beautiful. And Michelle's okay. Y'all see that? I can't lie to save me. She all right. I ain't gonna say that. Shannon's cracking up. Monica Clay, who's your phone provider? Because I'm about to call them and have your service cut off. Pam, she's so bad. She is so bad. I want to make her moderator, but she just clowns so much. I think I am gonna make her a moderator because Monica gonna clown on you and then block you. So I'm gonna make her a moderator. I won't elaborate, but I was blocked today without warning, and I'm always respectful. Rejection hurts. Gilda, elaborate. This is a free space. Elaborate. You were blocked. She said my feelings. She said rejection hurts, girl. So that means you told the truth or something. LOL at Felicia. Beyonce's mom, even in person, just has a kind of hell in person. In real life, and I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm not going to do that because I try to say that this space is not like that. But Tina should not get no more work done. That's all I'm going to say on that. That's it. That's all. No more alleged work done because, of course, I don't know and she never says it's done, but something is going on. I'm Black Diamond, And Diamond K, I'm on both my YouTube accounts. I had to walk away from my computer and comment from my phone. Okay, Black Dot. Okay, you about that YouTube video watching life. Okay. Oh, it's okay, Gilda. You'll be okay. She'll be absolutely okay. Monica is cutting up. Thank you so very much. I cried because I didn't do anything. God bless you. Gilda, you serious? You cried? Okay, maybe you did really cry. Baby, don't cry. Don't cry. Yeah. Okay, they've shown you love. Gilda, you won't be the first and won't be the last. Exactly, Charnette. Absolutely. She won't be the first and won't, especially now, because, yeah. Yeah. The attention is going other places. A lot of people that it seems as if a lot of people that were around her aren't around her anymore. So yeah, y'all gonna get the 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the morning lives now. Y'all gonna have a good time over there. Definitely, it's so sad. She's amazing. She works just as hard as B. Absolutely, I think so. She held the group just as much. It wasn't like, I'm not gonna lie. I think Michelle had her place, and there is a place for Michelle. But when I think about the group, for lack of a better term, I'd say those two headlined, and then Michelle kind of was a support. Kelly was not necessarily support. It's in talking about colorism, it's the same thing with Salt and Pepper. I think Spinderella was the group, to be honest with you. That's just me. Poor Michelle, right. Exactly. And I'm guilty of it. Monica, you're my favorite comedian. She's hilarious. Real comedian Monica Clay. Aw. It was CC. It was CC what? It was CC. Oh. Okay. What'd you say? CC block people? Oh, okay. Well, maybe something was said, who knows? But what about Blue Ivy? Is she starting too early? No, I don't think Blue Ivy is starting too early, and I think that they're protecting her very well. We don't see a lot of her for me to say she's starting too early, so that tells me she's not starting too early. Blue is doing her thing. I think Beyonce might be wise enough, and again, this is my opinion, to take I think she's smart enough to take the negative aspect of her growing up in Hollywood and with a parent like that managing you, and it's a balance. I think she's smart enough to provide a balance for Blue. When I look at Blue's not a snot to me. Whenever I see her, the little bit of snippets that we get of Blue in the videos that Miss Tina posts and stuff like that. Now, when Blue was 3, it's like she knew my mom's Beyonce. Okay, don't play with me. But the older she got, I feel like Blue, when I see him on vacation and there's other kids around, she doesn't seem like a brat to me, as if I can compare her to other children that I could think of that absolutely, to me, walk around like they're the preacher's grandchildren. Okay? There's nothing worse than the preacher's grandchildren at the church. I'm just trying to tell you. They're the worst. It's not the preacher's kids. It's the grandkids. Monica, you're the best comedian. Yes. I think she's nice. Just has who? Miss Tina? I think Miss Tina is sweet. She does have RBF. I don't know. Here's a question. Leave a comment. Can you be on that level of performance and just be an absolute sweetie pie? Or do you have to have some sense of a B in you to get that done? Because we hear it about Oprah, we've heard it about Ellen, and these people are supposed to be the best of the best in their craft. Hearts from Pamela. Oh, thank you. Real comedian Monica Clay says, oh, thank you. Yes, I cried. My mama died at 117. Okay, so you looked up to Cece as your mother? I don't know. But hugs to you. I'm sorry that your mom passed away, because I mean, you're definitely still in the trenches of grief, for sure. And so, yeah, I get that. But you know what? Here's the thing. I don't know what happened. I don't know, what the situation is. But at the end of the day, we all run our channels differently. Something that I may laugh at, someone else will block you for. Something that someone else will block you for, or laugh at something, you might get blocked over here. So it's just the nature of the beast. So don't necessarily take it personal. And the other part is, the worst part about it is, we can't really interpret tone and intentions over the internet. So, hopefully you guys will work it out. Gilda, don't cry over spilled spoiled milk, hun. Hold your head up and know you're better than that. Absolutely, real comedian. She don't care about blocking people because she get paid from the amount of views, not the likes and comments. Interesting, Diamond K. Okay. Y'all be knowing who is this CC person? She was in here yesterday. I'm not sure if she's in here now, but she's a fellow content creator. So I don't know what happened. Like I said, I don't know what happened, but she's the one that came in yesterday and was like, I did not say anything about Danita or whatever. But again, I don't know what happened with this situation. I was trying to send Mono, but I'm thinking she's saying money. Well, you can kindly send it here. Now's a good time for me to segue into the fact that I have enabled super chats and super stickers. So if you are blessed by this channel, if you think that my comedic timing is absolutely the best, and you feel like I am providing awesome content and a platform for you to get your talk on, your sister on, and everything else, go ahead and hit the super chat and the super sticker button. There you go. You will not be blocked for that here. Unless you're sending me money and telling me to, twerk or something like that. I can't do that. I won't do that. I don't perform like that. Gilda, I thought you was talking about you. You know who. I didn't know who it was. But at any rate, sorry you cried. Exactly, Monica. That's what I was talking about. So I was making jokes because I thought she was talking about Latrice. But no, she wasn't talking about Latrice. I was very shocked to see who she was talking about. But yeah, I thought she was talking about Latrice. I was trying to send money, but I don't have cash apps because I was hacked. My bank refunded my money. I didn't say anything disrespectful. Again, now is a good time to tell you that I have super chat and super stickers enabled on my account. And yeah, I won't block you for sending those things. So again, if I have blessed you in any way and you enjoy my commentary, and I provided this environment for you, that would be a good way for you to show your love and appreciation. Yeah, Tina, she's probably kind of snooty. Okay, that's what I think. She comes off as that. Hugs. Yeah, absolutely, Gilda. Like I said, I apologize because I thought you were talking about Latrice. Oh, Gilda, maybe it was an accident. True. Real comedian Monica is laughing. That's what I'm thinking. I saw that live. Okay. Yeah, Cece said you weren't blocked. Go back and watch. I was there the whole time. It's okay, Gilda. You're good. You're not blocked. Okay, good. She's a YouTuber. Oh, okay. My girl Cece's world. I bet it was an accident or a misunderstanding. That's what I was saying. We all block trolls. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't. Anything can be misconstrued. So I'm not talking on anything because I wasn't on the live. I don't know nothing about it. And then it'll turn out to be Melissa said and I don't have time for that, even though I have time for it. So here we go, Shannon. So anyway, like I said, y'all, I gotta get the boy to his football stuff, and as usual, y'all know, if I'm home a little bit early, I'll be back on just to shoot the breeze with y'all. I'll probably be in my little lounge wear, little wine. I still have to pack. Y'all already know tomorrow I probably will not sleep at all because that's my travel thing, so that I can actually sleep on the plane. So I'm gonna be like this on the live tomorrow. But anyway, I'm gonna LOL have time, but no time is right. Exactly. So y'all, as usual, wait. I like your hair, Melissa. Thank you. I'm not finished with it, but it's finished enough. So I can get it done. I don't like fooling with my hair when I'm traveling and stuff. So I wanted to just do my hair and not worry about it. I'm actually doing an experiment. I'm going to try to just have my backpack and my the big guy in the set. Y'all pray for me. Cause yeah, that never happens. There was a clock by my name and I couldn't comment. Oh, so somebody timed her out. Yeah, she was in timeout. Yes, the hair is beautiful. Thank you, Pamela. By the way, I love your hair. Thank you, Diamond K. Appreciate it, y'all. Yeah, it's what is it? Butterfly locks or whatever. It's a little something I did. Little something. Anyway, so yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. Leave a comment down below if there's something else that I missed. I know we did not discuss what y'all wanted to, but I knew that today was only going to be an hour, and I didn't want to get knee deep in Kevin Samuels and all this other stuff, and then I had to cut the conversation. So tomorrow, right, Keandra, one bag. I'm tripping. And not because I don't want to check more than one bag. It's simply because I pack all these things and then I only wear enough for one thing. So yeah, I don't know. Melissa, you asked me to elaborate. Yeah, you did. Yeah. Yeah, I read your elaboration. Good night, ladies and comedian. Real comedian, get it right. Real comedian, Monica Clay. See you on your next live. Thank you, Felicia. So again, we'll see. Tomorrow probably will be something like foolishness. I'm gonna let y'all talk because who knows? Because like I said yesterday, someone's gonna do something, someone's gonna say something, and it's going to listen, it always happens. So anyway, because y'all know I will continue and I want to leave the house by 5. So as always, thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for being my sisters in my head. Even my little cousin on here, who's always got my back. I really, really appreciate it. Go back if you haven't already. Check out some of the other reviews that I did. But anyway, yeah. See y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.